Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Haskins to throw. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. The sack by Jordan Willis. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Hey, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now the former Sooner, this is Rodney Anderson. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now Robbie Gould comes on. He, of course, the Bears kicker for the bulk of his career. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Second and 15. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
40-yard line.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Running the counter with Mostert. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Play action. Haskins. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Run the mic. Watch what? Watch what? I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Check 99. Check 99.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Darnold from the gun. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Complete.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, San Francisco.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
Niners 3, Bears 0.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Anderson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, They get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Haskins. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Haskins. And they'll get these on the screen to Mostert. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 12. Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Niners 10, Bears 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Darnold on first down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown!
How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first down throw, Darnold. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Ali. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A play fake, and it's Darnold sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Niners 17, Bears 14. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a... He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Haskins looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. 2nd and 8. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. On play action, Haskins. And incomplete on the deep ball. Javon Wims, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Mostert. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Haskins. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Check, 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 check. Twist.
On first down, Ali. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
On the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From his end zone, 3rd and long for Darnold. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action with Haskins. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
They'll take over.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, San Francisco.
They run. This is Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
His 48-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Finding room inside the 40. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ali. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ali. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Darnold. Gets this one to use check. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This time, Haskins will look to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Haskins. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Watch one. He can't hang. No, he didn't get me. Mike one. Man, I got you.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Bears 28, 49ers 17.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Darnold from the gun, looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw, Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
2nd and 10.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting takeaways.